Hi, I'm Daniel Andrews, owner and creator of the DAN Show, and welcome to my very first 2021 NFL mock draft revision video. Now, with free agency starting midnight, March 17th of this year, a lot of my draft videos were made before free agency, and with more players signed, unfortunately, more revision draft videos will need to be made. As of right now, I have two changes in my mock draft, and I'm going to start with the first one, and that's the Denver Broncos. If you've been paying attention to free agency, the Denver Broncos signed multiple corners in free agency. A very smart move by the Denver Broncos. So I really like this, but at the same time, it's very unlikely that they're going to use the ninth pick on another corner. So with the ninth pick in the 2021 NFL draft, I now have the Denver Broncos taking another one of my draft crushes, and that's Jeremiah Owusu-koramoah. I like to call him JOK, out of Notre Dame. For those of you who don't know, Vic Fangio was a very long-time linebacker coach. Matter of fact, he was a linebacker coach for the famous Dome Patrol, arguably the greatest linebacking core in NFL history. And his last year in Chicago, they used the 8th pick in the draft for Roquan Smith, a guy who has a very similar skill set to a JOK. So that makes a lot of sense to me. Now, the Notre Dame Pro Day is March 31st. I'm going to pay very close attention to what JOK's measurables are, because Roquan Smith was 6'1", 230, and that's kind of what I'm picturing JOK is going to be. I think if he's smaller, or heaven forbid he comes in at like 5'11", 220, then that may not be the pick. But I think that his measurables, the NFL Network has him as 6'1", 215, and if that's the case, if he ends up being 215, 220 at the pro day, that's really not going to be that big of an issue. He may not be a day one starter, but he'll play in obvious passing situations. Look at the division you're in. You're trying to catch Kansas City, who is a predominantly passing team. So being undersized as a linebacker in this defense really isn't that big of a deal. So as of right now, I got JOK as the Denver Broncos pick at number 9. Now, with Patrick Surtain being available, the Dallas Cowboys at number 10, who I previously had them taking Greg Rousseau, I have them now taking Patrick Surtain too, which makes a lot of sense. Last year, they drafted Trevon Diggs, one of Surtain's teammates out of the University of Alabama. For those of you that don't know, Nick Saban and Jerry Jones have a very good relationship. So drafting an Alabama defensive player makes a lot of sense. And Surtain is a day one starter in this defense. You have him and Diggs in this cover 3 scheme. You have two really good corners. So this makes a lot more sense than Rousseau, who's somebody who has massive upside but wouldn't be a day one starter. Surtain is the pick here. So as of right now, these are the only two changes I have to my draft, but as free agency progresses, if I have to make changes, I will make a video just like this one to let you know of what I'm going to do. Plus, if you look at my thumbnails, I list all the players I have in my draft in draft order. So, hey, look, what do you think about my new mock draft? Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. And don't forget, Monday, I'm going to release my Minnesota Vikings video and what they're going to do with the 14th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. So, hey, don't forget, give me a thumbs up. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. So, hey, I'll see you next time.